Nice boy.
Okay.
Right.
We're on there.
Okay. Shalom. Here we are back here once again, giving all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. We're doing another GMS in transit, heading down to the main camp. Today's date is October 28, 2017, and we're continuing on with Galatians. We're going in the 3rd chapter, and that's a controversial chapter right here with these Christians. All right, go ahead and start reading.
Okay, the book of Galatians. Wait a minute. The book of Galatians, the 3rd chapter, the 1st verse. O foolish Galatians.
This is Paul speaking to the Israelites up in Galatia. Go ahead.
Who have bewitched you that ye should not obey the truth, before whose eyes Yahushua hath been evidently set forth, crucified among you. This only would I learn of you. Receive ye the Spirit by the works of the law, or by the hearing of faith?
Yeah, so the thing with these Christians is that they're saying that we're teaching that you can only be justified by the law, and we don't teach that. So when you listen to these different videos, don't make no blanket statement saying all of them teach the same thing. That's being hypocritical and being wicked. If you're going to get on GMS, you watch all the videos on GMS and you say what you got to say about GMS. But we don't teach that justified. We don't believe that you can be justified by the law. But are you to keep the law? Yes, you are supposed to keep the law. But that's not going to save us. But give me that in Philippians, Apostle Paul. I count all things but dung.
Okay. That's 3rd chapter?
I believe so. Yeah, because the Apostle Paul, he said in Romans 3 verse 31, do you make void the law by way of faith? No, you establish the law.
Yeah, I got it.
All right, go ahead.
Book of Philippians, the 3rd chapter, the 7th verse. But what things were gained to me, those I counted loss for Yahushua.
Is there any go up a little verse above that? Or a couple of verses above that.
I guess the 3rd verse.
Yeah.
The book of Philippians 3:3. For we are the circumcision which worship Yahweh in the spirit, and rejoice in Yahushua, and have no confidence in the flesh.
Yeah, the circumcision, the Israelites that knew that they were Israelites, that were born into Israelite family, meaning they were certain if they were a man-child, they were circumcised on the 8th day. They kept all the high holy days and the laws. Go ahead.
Though I might, 4th verse, though I might also have confidence in the flesh, if any other man thinketh that he have whereof he might trust in the flesh, I more.
Now what did Paul mean by that? Meant he kept the laws, statutes, and commandments. Mm-hmm. And he was strict about it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
The 5th verse, circumcised the 8th day of the stock of Israel, of the tribe of Benjamin.
Because that's the law. Mm-hmm. The law is an Israelite, a male, when they're born, 8 days, they would be circumcised.
Yeah, that's right.
And there was a scientific thing behind that, because if you had attempted to circumcise a boy on the 5th day, the boy might bleed to death. And I believe it was on the 8th day your blood develops where it coagulates. Yep.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah,
so the Most High is dealing with science. He's the ultimate scientist. Yeah, all these laws make sense.
Yeah. Well, to add to what you're saying, there's a study. They said that males who don't get circumcised have the highest rate of penile cancer.
Then I heard that's big in China.
Yeah.
So it makes sense. The laws make sense, man.
right. The fifth verse. Circumcised the 8th day of the stock of Israel, of the tribe of Benjamin, and Hebrew of the Hebrews, as touching the law of Pharisee.
Right, as touching the law of Pharisee. And the word Pharisee was a sect of Israelites that were strict to the law. Because you got people that equate a Pharisee with a wicked Israelite. No, you had righteous Pharisees. Paul was a Pharisee. Go ahead.
6th verse. Concerning zeal, persecuting the church, touching the righteousness which is in the law, blameless.
What do you mean by that? Meaning you couldn't catch him breaking the law. This man didn't commit adultery. He didn't break the Sabbath. He kept all those laws strict. Go ahead.
7th verse. But what things were gained to me, those I counted loss for Yahushua.
Yeah, so what? Me keeping that law so strictly, you know, the law, statutes, and commandments, he said, all that means nothing when it comes to Yahushua.
Right.
Go ahead.
Yea, doubtless, and I count all things but loss for the excellency of the knowledge of Yahushua, my Lord, for whom I have suffered the loss of all things, and do count them but dung, that I may win Yahushua.
And that word dung means, in English, it means shit. Go ahead. Is that it?
No, it is. 9th verse is pretty good. And be found in him, not having mine own righteousness, which is of the law, but that which is through the faith of Yahushua, the righteousness which is of Yahweh by faith.
That's it.
If I may say, the Apostle Paul, he came away, he said, he said, O wretched man that I am, who shall deliver me from this body of death? So once again, he didn't trust in the law, because if he did, he wouldn't have said that he's a wretched man. Then he gave the credit to Yahushua. Yahushua is the ultimate savior, not the law.
That's it. All right, so let's go back to Galatians.
Yeah, so to you different Christian groups out there, we trust in Yahushua, man.
Not Christ.
Yeah.
We don't trust in no fucking Christ.
Right. Yeah, fucking Christ. Yeah,
when I say that, I mean
white man,
the other white meat. Yeah. Matter of fact, give me that in what is that? Second 11. I believe it's 11 and 4.
Yeah, the other white meat. The book of 2 Corinthians, the 11th chapter. I guess I'll start at the 3rd verse. It says, but I fear lest by any means, as the serpent beguiled Eve through his subtlety, so your mind should be corrupted from the simplicity that is in Yahushua.
Yeah, the simplicity that is within Yahushua. Because you got these people trying to make things complicated. Like this clown, faithful to the devil. He goes by faithful to God. Well, if you go to the Josephus and then you go to the Septuagint, and the Most High ain't gonna make it that complicated, fool. Go ahead.
Be aware of making many books. 2 Corinthians 11 and 4. For if he that cometh preacheth another Jesus, whom we have not preached, or if ye receive another spirit which ye have not received.
That's all right. Go ahead. Read that again. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'll read it again. 2 Corinthians 11 and 4. For if he that cometh preacheth another Jesus.
And that's what all those Christians do. They're preaching another Jesus.
Yeah.
This guy, G-Man, another Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, he's preaching this Edomite Jesus, a white Jesus. Mm-hmm. Which the reason why he's teaching that because he hates his blackness. He hates himself, man. He's basically a Uncle Ruckus. He hates he wants to make everybody in the Bible look like white people.
Sad case.
It's a sad situation, man. I don't know what the hell you went through, brother.
Yeah, man.
But you went through some heavy shit, man. You got that Uncle Ruckus spirit on you. And they showed you the Uncle Ruckus story. His father was black as hell. He used to beat Uncle Ruckus' mother and said that he was a nobody. Then Uncle Ruckus, when he died, he went to heaven and he looked in the mirror and he turned into a white man.
Yeah.
So that's what you want to do, G-Man.
Yeah, if he would wake up a white man like that movie Watermelon Man. Remember?
Oh, he'll be elated.
Yeah, I think it was reversed though. In Watermelon, the white man woke up a black man.
Yeah, he was a white man that woke up a black man.
Yeah,
yep.
Which was played by a so-called black man.
Yep.
And they showed you a lot of truth in that movie, man. Watermelon Man.
Then there was another movie. With this other movie was a more of a serious movie, with a guy. He was an Edomite, and he painted himself as a black man.
Oh, Black Like Me.
Yeah, black like me.
Yeah, James Woodmore.
Yep.
Yeah,
you should watch those movies.
Yeah.
G-Man.
What you looking like that at me for?
Excuse me, I'm sorry, I meant no harm.
It's faster every day. Give them an inch and they take miles.
Don't you know better, man, than to show them manners? They's for comfortable standing.
5 minutes, stop. Hey, boy, where you going? Hey, you, boy, I'm talking to you. Where do you think you're going?
Restroom.
What stop you getting off at?
Burlington.
And you get back in your seat and don't you move till we get there.
Oh, yeah.
And while I'm speaking about you, Jay the producer, you should start watching the movies too. Because you're going to start believing that one day you go to heaven, you turn into a white boy. Being a white boy ain't the thing in this time and age.
That was a different time.
Yeah, you don't want to be a white boy now. You could have been nice if you was a white boy or Edomite 200 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, from 1492 until pretty much now. But it ain't the time to be an Edomite.
Oh no. The image is going down. The image is going down.
Yeah.
2 Corinthians 11:4. For if he that cometh preacheth another Jesus, whom we have not preached,
Yeah, the other white meat. Go ahead.
or if ye receive
Because the Lord that we believe in, his name is Yahweh Shai, Hapashayah. And he's a dark-skinned man. And then a lot of these white boys, these Edomites, like the white boy that was out there at the Dallas camp, he rolled up. Right. And I said, oh boy, I love when the Christian shows up. He kind of said, nah, well, he doesn't have to be white, but he was more Aramaic looking. In other words, you know that the Lord, the true Lord, wasn't a so-called white man, but you'll accept the fact that he looked like an Arab. You ain't gonna accept the fact that he actually looked like a Negro,
Right.
like a classic Negro in America. You ain't gonna accept that man with the Afro, especially you. Jesus is the word. What's up, man?
What's going on?
What's going on, man?
What's up, son?
Yeah, well, like you said in the video, Aramaic is not a nationality. Aramaic is a language.
Right. Well, Aram is a people. Aram is one of the sons of Shem.
Right. Which goes back to Hebrew.
And they were black.
Yeah, because the people of Aram, they spoke Lashwan Kodash, or the Holy Tongue, or Hebrew.
Yeah, what the hell does he mean that he was Aramaic? Show you how stupid.
Well, you saw me on the video.
Yeah,
I was the
you were
person
losing
that
it.
crack out, man. Oh,
Like you said, you wanted to
and then there was a point where he shut the hell up.
Oh yeah.
He didn't have nothing to say.
Yeah, Well, like
You
said,
devils don't have you. Look, you don't look. You don't have anything over us, man. Okay.
You ain't got nothing to say.
Yep.
High Priest years ago.
Yep.
Now we understand why High Priest Ariel was so.
Because he was angry, man. He was angry.
He had that spirit, man. You ain't got nothing to say.
That's it.
Oh, man.
He lost that spirit, but maybe Lord willing, he'll get it back. Go ahead, reading on.
2 Corinthians 11:4. For if he that cometh preacheth another Jesus, whom we have not preached, or if ye receive another spirit, which ye have not received, or another gospel, which ye have not accepted, ye might well bear with him.
Yeah, you bet. You so-called black people, you Negroes. How in the hell? Here it is, 2017. In a couple more months, it'll be 2018, and here you are following that plantation Christianity. Where do you think you got that from?
That's right.
When you came over here, when you was brought over here against your will from one side of the earth to the other, did you bring that Christianity with you? That's something that the slave master taught you, man.
That's right.
And Jay the producer, you should be ashamed of your goddamn self, man.
You know, like the scripture said, you might well bear with him. We got to bear with these fools.
Yeah, we're trying to pull that fool Jay the producer out the fight. Yeah, this brother Alazar, High Priest, Chief High Priest Alazar, whatever. Hey, well, you know what, man? Hey, he's still an Israelite. He's a brother because he is pushing the gospel.
Yeah, well, yeah,
he is on fire. I gotta say this: the dude is on fire. And when he had the little debate with Jay the producer, he said everything correct, all the scriptures, everything. And then I kind of started feeling, I said, damn, man, that's why I don't be debating, because all you're going to do is go around in circles. Because my man, Jay the producer, couldn't get it, man.
Messed up, man.
You messed up in the head, man.
The same thing with Jesus is the word.
Don't forget about Jesus, the word.
Yeah, I guess
He's a white boy anyway.
Yeah, well, there you
He ain't
go.
going to make it.
There you go.
He'll be getting your back lit
There you go.
in the kingdom of heaven.
Right along with his space cadet buddy, Vocab alone.
Vocab is MIA.
Guys, a couple of jokes, man. Mutton Jeff trying to get into the Bible.
But you know what? Keep it coming. Like Jimmy Conaway said, keep it coming. We love it when you guys come, because you know what? You guys are giving us fame. This is what you don't realize. You are making us more famous, man.
Oh, man. 2 Corinthians 11:5. For I suppose... Oh, no, that goes in something else.
Then we'll go back to Galatians.
Back in the book of
Turn
Galatians.
the AC on a little bit.
The third chapter. The third chapter, let me read the third verse again. Are ye so foolish, having begun in the spirit? You know what, let me read the second verse. This only would I learn from you, receive ye the spirit by the works of the law, or by the hearing of faith?
No, you're supposed to receive the spirit by the hearing of faith. This is based upon faith. Go ahead.
Quick precept for you. The book of Romans 10. What is it? 10 and 17. The book of Romans 10 and 17. So then faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of the Heavenly Father.
That's it.
All right. Back in Galatians, the third chapter, the third verse. Are ye so foolish, having begun in the spirit, are ye now made perfect by the flesh? Have ye suffered so many things in vain, if it be yet in vain? He therefore that ministereth to you the Spirit, and worketh miracles among you, doeth he it by the works of the law, or by the hearing of faith?
Because Yahweh Shai performed miracles, and the apostles performed miracles. So they didn't do it. They didn't have the power of miracles Like Paul, for example, he didn't have or Peter, he didn't have the power of miracles because they kept the law. They had it because of their faith.
They believed.
You know they coming out with a movie, Samson. And I was watching it. But you know what? The guy that actually played Samson kind of looked like a Gadite. They know, man. And that's from us pushing this word, showing you that the people in the Bible are not white. So these producers are not. You got to see that. You come up.
Yeah.
I saw the trailer, man, and it looked good. At first I said I ain't seen it, but then when I saw the actual guy that played Samson, this dude looked like a Gadite or Ephraimite, man. You know.
That's it. Well, it's like you said earlier. The image of the so-called white man's going down.
Yeah, he's out.
He's out.
He's done.
He's obsolete.
Ain't nobody want to be white no more.
You are obsolete, white man.
Everybody want to be white, but nobody want to be white.
So what's wrong with you, Jay, the producer, and
well, they wish that they can go to heaven, to creamy heaven.
Yeah, man.
We going to chocolate heaven, baby.
Chocolate City.
Yeah, we're going to Chocolate City for real.
Chocolate.
Okay?